What's up, guys? Welcome back to Doc's Pop Reviews. Last time I talked to you guys about what would it be like if Cobra Kai developed a Netflix series presenting Young Miyagi Season 1. And so we're going to continue that series talking about Young Miyagi Season 2. Again, this is just fan fiction. This is just something I hope that they do. And these are ideas that I have, not a professional writer. I hope you enjoy it as I go through it. And a lot of these ideas are just basically what I gathered from Karate Kid Part 2 and then inserting a couple things that I would like to see. So the opening scene would be teenage Miyagi and Sato. So they've gotten older. They're training on the beach. They've gotten much better at their karate from learning from Miyagi's dad, as that's both of their sensei. And while they're on the beach, they come upon a large piece of wood. This is the same large piece of wood we saw in Karate Kid Part 2 that Sato's constantly trying to break. Here we see they have found it, so a nice little Easter egg called back to the movie. Then throughout Season 2, we would see Miyagi Sr. Teach teenage Miyagi the drum technique. So this is where he would take him to the platform with the hook, and Miyagi would actually make the same mistake that Daniel did in Karate Kid Part 2, because he admits to it. He's like, I did the same thing with my own dad. My dad said that I was dumb for doing this too. And so we would see another nice little call back there. Also throughout the season, we would see Yukie and Miyagi showing a lot of interest in each other. And I think throughout the season, or throughout that part, we need to see Sato, Yukie, and Miyagi hanging out a lot together. And Yukie and Miyagi show interest in each other, but Sato is just completely oblivious to it. He has no idea that they like each other. But when Sato's not around, Miyagi and Yukie express interest in each other, and they keep it a secret from everybody, even Sato. Also throughout the season, Miyagi Sr., Miyagi and Sato would all use Miyagi-Do karate to defend themselves in different episodes. I don't know what would be the reason for them to defend themselves, but you have to have some action throughout the series. Again, Miyagi Sr. can be defending against, adults in Okinawa, or, who knows what reason they would have to fight him, but I'm sure the writers could come up with something. They got to have some karate in there. All right, so anyway, moving on with the story, we would also get to see Miyagi and Yukie have their very first date on the same platform that almost took him out. That's the same one that he shows Daniel, and he specifically says their first date was with a load of fresh mackerel. And then here we would see Miyagi sings to Yukie. I think this would be a pivotal point where this would be where Sato discovers them. Maybe he's off in the distance. He notices them sitting on the platform, and at first he's going to go like, oh, it's Miyagi and Yukie. Let me go see what they're up to. And maybe he sees them holding hands. Maybe he even sees them share a kiss, and it's just kind of a punch to the gut to him. Sato has always been the rich kid in town, always kind of getting what he wants. And for him internally, he doesn't understand why Miyagi's getting the girl and he's not. So I think an interesting turn of events that we did not hear in Karate Kid Part 2, this would just be my own creation. I think Sato would go to his dad because he's full of jealousy, full of rage, doesn't want Miyagi to get the girl. Sato goes to his own father and asks for it to be arranged that he marry Yukie. Remember, Miyagi says Sato's family is the richest, Yukie's family was the poorest, and so it's arranged. And I think it would be an interesting turn of events to see that Sato was the one behind making it arranged. Sato's father meets with Yukie's father, all is settled. Yukie is not happy about this. She doesn't want to marry Sato. She wants to be with Miyagi. So she goes to Miyagi in tears, tells Miyagi what happened, and Miyagi, thinking that Sato, his best friend, is going to be so understanding, this is when he gets up in front of the entire village and makes his big speech. Let's break tradition of this parent arrangement stuff. I am in love with Yukie. I want to marry her. She wants to marry me. And we want everybody's support. You know, he makes this big speech. Yukie is crying from the love that she feels from Miyagi, and she's overjoyed. Sato is enraged, and this is where he challenges Miyagi to a fight to the death because he's been dishonored even after Miyagi found out that Sato and Yukie were to be married. Miyagi is shocked. He did not know this was going to upset Sato the way it does. And so Miyagi's like, you know what? I'm not going to fight to the death. I'm not going to hurt my friendship. I'm not going to drag Yukie into this. And so Miyagi, as a teenager, again, he's 18 at this point now. He thinks he's doing the right thing. He packs this thing. He looks back and he sees Ichiro playing songs to the kids. I think that is very important. We see that because he says that to Daniel-san. He says, when I leave, Ichiro is playing the same song at the same place to a group of kids. And so we see Miyagi look back. We see a young Ichiro. And then this is where Miyagi gets on a boat and he leaves behind a tearful Yukie and a tearful father. He doesn't see, I don't think he has any contact with him. He just leaves, and we see an enraged Sato, and that's how season 2 ends. And then moving forward with the Young Miyagi series, we never see those characters again. We follow Miyagi and only Miyagi. All right, guys, what do you think about my ideas for Young Miyagi Season 2? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.